2017, the Aprilia RSV4RR and RF won the Motorcycle of the Year. But they didn't just win, they dominated the field with a score of 93.78%. So what choice did I really have? I had to buy one. So let's get this thing inside and see just how much of a financial mistake I've made this time. Okay, so I mean, where do I even start? This bike is not looking very pretty. I think let's start at the front and let's work our way backwards and let's list off everything that's actually broken with the bike first. Front fairing, definitely gone, like definitely busted. And you can see that this bike has had a left-hand low side as well because most of the damage is on the left-hand side. The Giamoto rear sets, very, very cool out of the UK. I hope the quick shift is all right because this is taking a real bash. Like this is actually supposed to sit up here. So we're gonna have to try and salvage this, maybe a new rod. But this is actually bent. So carbon on the back here, totally loose. That's gone, that's gotta go. So the shark fin as well, it's actually bent. It's actually got bent brackets. So fingers crossed I can fix those brackets. The seat actually came with the bike, but it was ugly and disgusting, so I took that off anyway. Okay, so that's the bad things, and it's not that bad, to be honest. Like, I think it's manageable. The big financial risk here is that by rebuilding this bike, can I actually get my money back when I go to sell it as a track bike? Or am I gonna lose money because the track bike market is not that hot at the moment, and I've got a massive, massive tendency to go too far and too blingy on my build, so I could end up costing myself an arm and a leg. But let's take a look at what's good with the bike and why I bought it in the first place. Okay, so things that are really cool with this bike. It's got Brembo M50s, so massive popped brakes on these. It's also got the 330mm discs, which came out on the 2017 RF model. I don't even know if I need to do a full rebuild on this because chances are it's actually in pretty good nick. It's got Öhlins. So one of the best things is this bike has a full Öhlins package. So not only does it have Öhlins here, it's also got the Öhlins damper as well, and it's the manually adjustable damper. It's not the automated damper, which is better because it means less, well, I'm gonna say shit, but less stuff goes wrong with it. Someone's put some Duca bike adjusters on here for preload, so that's cool, or damping, preload damping, I'm not quite sure which one's probably one, one's probably the other. And just back to the front forks, someone has put these dust covers on it. So I can only assume that the person that owned it, okay, that dust cover's ruined, look at that, that's gone. Acuribus, whatever it's called. These are probably protected, we'll try and get that off later. Yeah, they would have protected the stems and everything. So I jumped back on eBay again, and I found what I would have to say is one of the best bargains of this build. So around about $2 American. And that will actually recoup a fair bit of the money that was spent to buy this bike, even though we got the bike super, super cheap. Okay, so it was too good to be true. There is a slight breakage, but I think I can fix it because the back of it has got all 3 mounting points. Right, so we picked this up, $59 to make me one on the 3D printer, which would be pretty cool. Probably carbon reinforced. And I picked this up dirt cheap, $60. So it's actually original Brembo. It was just excess stock. It's probably got a whole bunch of oil in it from when it was crashed, like sitting in the pipes and all the breather tubes and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if I can actually get it to run for a while, if I probably end up having quite a bit of smoke come out of it. No, you are kidding me. Yet another of my bargains has turned to shit. It's starting to look like I'm not as good at eBay as I thought I was. You live and you learn. Oh, it smells a bit. I'll see if I can open up the garage door, shut the door to the house so I don't smell the house out. We're getting pretty close now. I think I've done literally everything I need to do, but why don't I just chuck the new air filter in anyway? Like, it's easier to do it now than pulling the tank back off again. Right, so we picked this up, $59, hopefully worthwhile if it starts. And I can't use the reverse piece, the bracket off the original, the OEM, they're actually offset, so that is absolutely awesome. I've got the new ECU, I've got the new ignition plugged in as well. Even the caliper bolts were hugely over-torqued. I was worried I was gonna snap them, but I managed to get it off. Next up, what I think I'll do is I'll take the battery off. I'll start replacing all of this, put the battery back in. So let's just say, let's rough it out, $470. Pull it back, slide this in, job done.
Searching for truth, something to say, a world of your own. Yeah, I'm only coming out to play. Nothing more that I hate in this life. The wrong impression, I only have one to make. You can open your palm, waiting to catch a break. The cards will fall where they may. And what about me? I believe in fate. They wanna know where I'll be in 5. But what about today? What about tonight? Only one at a time. So precious. Is yours, is mine. Only one at a time. My life. My life. Yeah. Am I wrong to assume if she can't dance, then she can't ooh? Yeah. Am I wrong to say if she can't dance, then she can't ooh? Hey, I never wanna waste your time. My life, so precious. Is yours, is mine. Hey, look at the time. My God, so precious. Is yours, is mine. Only one at a time.